Let's fucking go. You are listening to the Outlaw Apostle Podcast. I'm your host, Troy Neff. I'm the fucking guy.
Whoa! Who knew I would make it this far? They hated, they never believe me. Yeah, I would never drop the ball. I know I make it look easy. Yeah, Mayweather with the defense. I don't care what a critic got to say. I got them picking up the pieces. That mean you really playing with your life. I'm about to come and run it all back. I'm the new era, about to snap back. You ain't fitting for it, cause you all cap like. Hold up. I shoot my shot, wait, hold up. I'm really about to run this go up. You know it's all net when it go up. Ain't got no other plans, you don't need to understand.
And welcome. We made it to Friday. And this is the Outlaw Apostle Podcast. I'm your host, Troy Neff. I'm the fucking guy. And the other fucking guys in the room behind all of the controls. We've got Leo today. Leo, how you feeling, brother?
I'm feeling good, man. Mexico has qualified for the knockout stages with their win yesterday, so I'm having a good time, man.
They still have one more game to play, though, right?
One more game to play, but we have mathematically qualified for the knockout stages. So now,
based on the points,
exactly. So the last game now is just whether we end up in first, second, or third. But I think mathematically, the worst we can get is second. So we're looking pretty right now. So.
And what would be a strategy going into that game? Will they rest some players, or do they like to keep the momentum? And do you see what I'm saying?
It depends, because I know a lot of countries, depending on, because this is the first year where third place teams are capable of making it out of the group stage, and first place teams are going to play a lot of third place alternatives.
Sure.
So depending on the other group standings, it may be better to rest some of our players. It may not be. It is all very depending on the rest of the games for the week. After all the teams have played the second game, then typically, I'm not 100% sure, but typically that's when the game plan for the third game usually goes. Because depending on where the other teams are standing in the leaderboard, you kind of want to play a little bit more tactically. I would think, I'm not 100% sure. I mean, there's definitely a lot of countries that you win every game no matter what.
Right.
But especially now with the third place teams kind of making it out of the group stages, I'm not sure if there might be a few different strategies on whether you want to rest your prime players or not. I am curious just to see how some of those coaches kind of go about that, though.
And, the goalie for Mexico at the end of the game, just absolutely phenomenal. I was at the casino and they had it all over at the casino, except in the room that I was in, I couldn't see the TV because I just couldn't. So I had my own phone set up right in front of me, and you're allowed to do that. And so I did that and watched the game. But the end there in the last, 2 minutes? And Korea fighting to get on the board and get a point, and just denied by Mexico. Just pure heart, just an incredible play by the goalie, and that's a good one to re-see again if you got that one.
Yeah, we might have to sit through a commercial here.
That's all right. We can sit through a commercial.
Don't leave your house.
Wanted to make sure people could see it.
We'll do it for you.
Now we get another commercial? Of course we do. Oh, here we go.
That's a man that should not have been in the sideline at that point, by the way.
Definitely getting older, though, for sure. I think they subbed him out
Look
at
at
the
that.
60th minute.
I mean, that's a good stop there. But what he does here, oh,
For him to make that goal and then South Korea's fucking goalie to fuck up the way he did, just two opposite sides of that right there.
Yeah. But that was phenomenal. I love seeing that kind of stuff, that kind of great play, and good for Mexico. You know, they're not playing Team USA. I'm rooting for Mexico.
I root for Mexico, 100%. Yeah, especially because they're not like, I mean, they've always been a good team, but they haven't gotten past the quarterfinals. So I like to see teams break curses.
And for me, Team Argentina as well, because Messi is a god.
Yeah, everybody's kind of on that same feeling right there.
and what's worse is, as well as he's playing, makes it look really bad for Ronaldo.
Yeah, I actually found out that Ronaldo hasn't scored in 10 international matches. Yeah, so that's a lot for a player of his caliber. But
yeah, and I was telling Mike when they were playing on Wednesday, it was where I kept telling him, I was like, Portugal is such a good squad. They have a very, very, very good team, but they're trying to die on this hill of Ronaldo.
Yeah,
I mean, statistically, it's been proven when Ronaldo's not on the field, Portugal's winning.
Yeah.
So they need to let that man die, and I don't know, just let him fucking sit on the bench, warm up his seat, and let Portugal perform, because it's really upsetting watching Portugal play the way they're playing.
He'd be a great super sub. I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
I agree with that.
41 years old. I mean,
you know, kind of reminds me of that Alabama concert we went to. You know, where we told you that the audience just felt so bad for them because they just didn't have it anymore. You know, they retiring about 2 years too late.
Yeah.
And, you know, I mean, there is a 2-3 year difference between him and Messi, but, you know, that it's not going to last.
Yeah.
You know, it's just not. You're going to have that downhill slide. And I can see staying for as long as you can, you know, and if somebody wants to pay you and people want to see you still, and that's great. But on this kind of stage for this kind of event, I think Leo's right. They're better off without him in there.
Yeah, I think Messi's play style, it just, as someone who doesn't watch all the time, it seems like his play style is just much better for longevity. And you can correct me if I'm wrong, Leo, but a lot of Ronaldo's, like, a lot of his skill base was relied on his physical attributes, like his athleticism.
Correct.
And that's the stuff that goes away as you get older. Whereas Messi plays a lot more heady football. Like, he's always looking, like, he doesn't have to have the ball in his hands. Like, he can move around. Like, when you watch Ronaldo, when you watch him play, like, he's just waiting for somebody to give him a run and score a goal. And he's just not as fast. He's not as quick. Like, he's not as strong as he used to be. Messi's, he's still, like, agile. He can still move around a little bit. He's in the middle of the field.
He's still anticipating where the ball is going to be.
Yeah.
And not waiting for it at a certain spot, but going to where it's going to be, or the possibility. Like, there was a shot on the goal and he went towards it just in case the ball came out and it was, you know, it ricocheted. It did. He put it in.
Yeah.
And he just made all of that look so fucking easy.
Yeah.
My only gripe is still the offsides. Offside should be your feet. That's it. If your feet are onside, you're onside. That's how the rule should be. That's my only beef.
Yeah.
For the most part, I think the referees have done a fairly good job of handling the yellow cards and red cards and not letting things get too out of hand.
Yeah, they've been letting the boys play for sure.
Yeah. But, you know, it could be frustrating when you're, you know, getting your shit beat out of you 6-0.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. For sure. Yeah. That's like been the
somebody wants to fight.
It's only, I think, so far there's that game, and then it was Germany versus Curacao. Those have been the only.
Sweden. Sweden had an amazing 5-1 game. Oh my God, it was banger after banger.
Yeah.
So it's like, but it hasn't been like all these games have been pretty good. Like, they haven't been too far. No team's been like too far ahead. Like, they've all been watchable games or very exciting.
I think that's why the Brazil versus Haiti game is going to be interesting, because Haiti, again, that's another one of the scenarios where Brazil should be beating Haiti 6-0, but Haiti they've seemed to come to this World Cup to compete. So that's going to be an interesting game, especially because Brazil and Morocco tied their first match. So if they don't win this game, mathematically, they have a very high chance of not passing on. And same thing with Scotland versus Morocco. Scotland was able to actually get their first dub. So they're actually at the top of their leaderboard. So depending on the outcome of Scotland, Morocco, Brazil, Haiti, that's going to be very, very interesting. So I think Haiti's going to come with some passion, as I like to say. So that's going to be
Well,
interesting.
they have nothing else.
Exactly.
They
That's
got-
going to be one of those games where it's either going to be 6-0 or it's going to tie 1-1 with Haiti being super aggressive. So that's going to be interesting to watch.
Yeah, that you just need to promise them dinner.
Yeah.
Seriously, I mean, that country is such a mess. I don't even know how they came up with the team. And then there's that Cape Verde?
It's like
Capo
Capo
Verde.
Verde.
Capo Verde? Where the fuck is that country?
It's in Africa, isn't it?
I want to
Probably.
say it's in the Caribbean.
I mean, we are learning something about the world watching this shit.
Yeah, I guess it's. Oh yeah, it's off the coast of Africa. Okay. Well, I guess that makes sense.
Like, how many people are there?
Not a lot.
There can be a lot.
I'm pretty sure there's like 500,000, if less.
Everybody that's in that island's on the national team.
Yeah,
Holy fuck!
529.
That was actually more than I was thinking.
Because I think the only Curacao is the only other country that's actually kind of small in the World Cup.
Let's see what the smallest World Cup teams are. Curacao. Yeah, so they hold the all-time record. Holy
Yeah,
shit.
they're the smallest country to ever compete in the World Cup.
To be able to even put a team together that can
Right?
qualify and compete is still actually really impressive.
Yeah, I was just like, they were major underdog.
Yeah.
I was just kind of rooting for them a little bit.
I think, yeah. I mean, they gave it their best shot, but the 7-1, I think, might be like
Might be.
that
But-
might be where they're at.
But that's the
like, just
beautiful
where
thing
they're
about
at with
this
it.
year is you can lose that first game 7-0 and still qualify for the World Cup.
Yeah.
So we'll see where that goes.
Well, best of luck to them. That's for sure.
That is for sure.
They've got the odds stacked against them.
Now, the one, I watched a few minutes of it and then I turned it because I hate Canada.
Oh my
So,
God, what a game!
Yeah, that was a shellacking.
yeah.
They got demolished, honestly. And that's honestly, I was telling Mike, that's what I was expecting because Qatar looked like fucking shit.
They did.
Qatar was awful in the first game, and the fact that they tied with Switzerland 1-1 was massive. But this is the beating that they were meant to have. It was a 6-0. They should have lost their first game 6-0. This game was fucking crazy to me. It was, I mean, nonstop action.
Yeah.
Like, it was 3 red cards, I want to say. 2 or 3 red cards.
Well, and that the volley that Jonathan David had.
Oh my God,
that
it
shit
was
was
a fucking banger.
nasty. Once that went in, I was like, yeah, Qatar, they're fucked. It's over for these kids.
England was like that too,
Man,
with the
fucking
energy.
penalty
Yeah.
merchants, bro.
England's one of those teams where it's like he and I were talking about it. Like they just have guys that come off the bench that are world class players, but
Yeah.
you would think they would have won a World Cup more recently, and they have not. They just can't fucking get over the hump.
Mm-hmm.
No, I think if there's one team to bet against, it's England to choke it in the quarterfinals in a penalty match.
All right. What's with the predominant pink shoes? Is that a special meaning
I'll be honest with you.
in this?
I'm not 100% sure. I know in the past few years, those loud colors have become a lot more popular.
Mm-hmm.
Just because you kind of want to have like that pop kind of look. Plus, it's a little bit easier to kind of identify color or
Yeah.
people or
I
players.
mean, there's a
guess.
lot. Like 90% of them are wearing the same shoe.
I have noticed that. I'm
Yeah.
not sure if maybe it's like a brand deal that they have with the country that they're making them wear specific types of cleats, which I'm
Probably is.
assuming maybe is going on. Because you are right. I've seen a lot of pink cleats this year. That
and
is
not
for
that
sure.
they don't look bad or anything.
No, but it's definitely not
It's
as
just-
common.
Yeah, well, just to see so many, I was like, what's up? You know, because they like, as much as it is a team game, there's individuals on the team that want to show off.
Yeah. Absolutely.
It's soccer.
Yeah.
They want to show off.
Yeah. I mean, I'm kind of like I expect like the bright like the neon yellows and greens and like the pinks and stuff like that. I feel like it's just because in soccer there's only so many things you can accessorize, so you can't really like do a whole lot with what you're wearing. I feel like the shoes are like pretty much the main attraction. Like, so everybody wants to have the coolest shoes, the
coolest
loudest
shoes,
shoes,
The
like
flashiness.
or
So I did look it up,
boots.
and it looks like major athletic brands, including Nike, Adidas, Puma, and New Balance, all simultaneously released vibrant print colorways for the 2026 FIFA World Cup.
Okay.
So it looks like it is
So every brand has a pink.
correct. And then it says there is some psychological standpoint from it, I guess. I've
Really?
never heard of this, but
Makes you look like you run faster or something.
pink was strategically chosen during the trials because it stands out effectively against green pitches, ensuring high visibility for the fans in the stands and viewers watching global broadcast. See, that makes sense to me.
That does make sense.
Yeah.
Because you do tend to blend in, especially because the camera angle isn't as zoomed in as like other sports. So that would make sense.
That works for me. I thought there had to be something.
Yeah.
No, I agree.
I just have
definitely been a lot of
questions.
pink recently.
So in the biggest game today is the USA and Australia. Any other huge game today?
Oh, the other game for that same group. Oh, so the Scotland Morocco game, which I think is the most important game for this group.
Mhm.
Because if Scotland somehow managed to get a point off of Morocco, Morocco's one of my dark horses. I think Morocco's going to get pretty far here.
Mhm.
So if for some reason Scotland's able to pull something out of their ass, then good for them. Especially because of the vibes they've been bringing over to America. I feel like they deserve a little reward for giving the American people some
Isn't that
good
interesting
times.
though? How these fans that are all over the country now have nothing but positive shit to say about the USA.
Yeah.
And they're celebrating in large groups. They're not trashing anything. They're just happy and singing.
Yep.
But really, really, I think they're surprised based on what the media says the United States is. What kind of reception were they going to get? And they've gotten nothing but a great reception.
I do
And-
have to ask though,
Yes.
do you think the reception for Europeans and other people from different countries is being slightly altered because of the World Cup? Or do you think that this is the type of generosity most Americans would have against other people of different countries?
I just think that their energy is so up and just positive. It would be hard to engage with them with negative energy. You know, just how like some people just lift you up when they come in the room and they're excited, and you know, you're somewhere and you're working somewhere and a whole group comes in and, you know, they're all polite and just super nice. And yeah, I really think that they're getting a true American experience because the American experience is not about the government. The American experience is about the people. And that's what I think they're seeing here in the availability of everything that we have. You know, I mean, we forget how many countries still struggle with electrical. Or, you know, I remember being in Italy and remembering that I could hardly fit in the shower. Literally, it was that small.
I don't doubt it.
Yeah.
I've heard that.
And there's only so much they can do because the buildings are just old.
Yeah. Their infrastructure
And they
not
just
there.
and they just don't tear shit down like we do.
Yeah.
Have you seen that the Europeans or a lot of these other countries love American condiments? That even TSA had to put out an announcement saying, if you're gonna bring over some ranch back home, put it on your carry-on.
They want to take home the ranch.
Yeah, I guess
You
that's
haven't seen
not
that?
it's not really a big thing
The
in other countries.
condiments, like Europeans, all these people that are visiting America for the first
Uh-huh.
time, they're in love with ranch and condiments.
That's
It's
hilarious.
actually kind of hilarious.
Yeah, that is.
Well, bars that when Scotland was in Boston, bars in Boston were dead ass running out of beer. Like they were
They
having to
ran
call
out
for
of
like
beer,
for emergency beer runs and
They
shit
had
like
to
that.
get an emergency beer run, which was
Well, yeah, and then they said that next they play in Miami, I believe. So heads up to Miami. Stock those ultras.
Yeah, say you're definitely gonna need to fucking stock up because they're coming in troves.
Well, they can probably drink 2 of our beers to every one of theirs.
Yeah,
You know,
Yeah,
our shit's
absolutely.
watered down,
were
and they got
talking so much shit about Bud Light. They were like, and they only had Bud Light left.
yeah, yeah. I was like, yeah, I don't blame you for not touching that fucking that squash.
Yeah, it's so funny.
Thousands of international soccer fans traveling to the U.S. have discovered a newfound viral obsession with ranch dressing. What the fuck? TSA had to put out an issue of playful but strict travel advisories, reminding fans that ranch counts as a liquid. So what, is it just ranch or is it all of them?
Ranch is the primary one people are going crazy about, but there's been like on social media, there's just all the types of people just going crazy for all the types of condiments and stuff like that. It's actually kind of interesting to me.
I don't even. I mean, I don't mind ranch, but I'm not like that big into ranch.
Well, you have to take into consideration is people over there don't have ranch. They don't
Yeah,
have
they don't
ranch.
have
Like
ranch at
ranch is
all.
a U.S. thing. Yeah.
See, I'm more of a hot sauce guy, so
Well,
they can have the ranch if they want it. I'm okay with it. Go ahead, take the
that
fill.
didn't even dawn on me, because it's been a minute since I've been over there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's see. Probably 2007, 2008, something like that.
Oh, when you were in Italy?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
In
Yeah.
Austria and Germany and
I doubt. I mean, if they didn't have ranch then, I doubt they're gonna have. I doubt they'll have ranch now.
The next few months and years from now, you're gonna see a lot of ranch over in Europe. If I had to guess,
Well,
I'd be shipping it there if
I
I
was
was somebody. I'd be ordering it.
That's what I'm saying. Like we might be able to start like our little ranch trade here. Just start buying up all the ranch, selling it to people overseas.
Maybe we could get the allies working together a little
yeah.
bit again over ranch dressing.
Who would have thought ranch brings the world together? Out of everything out there, it's ranch.
That's so good. So yeah, I watched the game and watched the game last night at the casino. Dawn asked me if I wanted to go to the casino. And I was like,
Sure.
what does she got up her sleeve?
Just feeling lucky.
Feeling lucky. So we went and I played and we went, a little early. We didn't go at 10 o'clock. We were there at like 6 or so. But after a little bit, I got a little hungry. And they have a place called Honey and Vine.
Yeah.
There, restaurant there. Well, we've tried eating there before. And my employee loves it there. I didn't think it was so great when we went the first time. That I thought the kitchen was very, very slow. And the food very, very mediocre. Well, I had Dawn go and, because I was playing, go and sit down and order a burger and fries.
Mhm.
And that I would be there in 10 minutes, give it time. So, because I had a seat and I wanted to make it fairly quick so I could keep my seat. Well, I asked her, well, what time did you order? She goes like 16 after when I sent you the text. So we look at that and we're pushing 25 minutes for a burger and fries. And there's like 4 other people eating in the whole place, right?
Yeah.
If you can't get a burger and fries done in like 15 to 20 minutes, when nobody's there, there's something wrong with your kitchen.
For sure.
I
Yeah.
mean, there's a certain time frame you want to be able to push meals out by. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's absolutely.
Yeah, and you're at a casino, you want it to be a certain quality. And so I bite into it. and the red is dripping everywhere.
Oh boy.
And I wanted it medium to a little extra medium. I just
Mm.
little pink throughout. This was all pink top to bottom. So I said something to the waitress, and she goes, "Well, that is our medium." Well, I said, well, she asked for medium plus, and I said, "This is not medium." She goes, "Well, it is here." I said, "This isn't medium at any restaurant." Okay. And I eat at a lot of great places. This is not medium. And so then she started arguing with me about it. When all she needed to do was say, "Okay, I'll have them throw it back on the grill for a minute." That's it. It would have been fine. But then when she started arguing with me about it, I was like, yeah, I want to talk to the manager. And I saw somebody walk by, and the way they were dressed, I thought they could be a manager.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess it was a hostess. And I said, "Where's she going?" And she said, "Oh, she's the hostess." Okay. I got accused later of calling her a bitch.
Oh my
That
god.
I said that hostess was a bitch. I swear.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. And I can tell you that I do know how to control my mouth. And I didn't call her a bitch or anyone a bitch. I didn't even say this is a bitch. I didn't use any language threatening or anything like that, right?
Yeah.
So she's going to go back and get a manager. And I'm like, good. 5 minutes later, 4 Indian reservation cops come in. And then another woman from some other security group. And go to the back and talk. And then they come up and with the manager. And then I was really mad. Because because I have tattoos and I'm in physical shape and I raised my voice. I didn't yell, but did I raise my voice and be firm? Yeah. When you're disagreeing with me on what medium is, I'm 58 years old. I know a little bit about a kitchen. And so they came up. And, she said that about calling a bitch. I said, that didn't happen. And, Don said, that did not happen. He didn't call anybody a bitch.
Yeah.
All I wanted was fix my food.
Yeah.
That was it. And they did. And another 25 minutes, right? And then I was, because they were comping us the food. I'm like, I don't need my food comped. I'm not, that's not who I am. I didn't complain to get my food comped, right? But we finish and walk out. And I'm still pissed because I'm pissed about how I was treated. Like, again, like I was being some asshole. I can be an asshole. Absolutely, 100%. I was not being one at that point. But there was asshole in me that was going to come out if I had to continue to deal with that shit. So I talked to one of the pit bosses, and then she went and got like a manager on duty. And he had already heard about it. So he talked to me. And then he asked me, "Did they give you a warning?" I said, "A warning for what?" They told him that like they gave me some kind of warning or something. I was like, nobody gave me a warning. Nobody said shit. And I said, what I should get is an apology. And I got the apology from him, but it's just like, yeah, it wasn't, it was a second time. And then just to be treated that way, so disrespectful, over a burger. You're that fucking soft over a burger? I mean, I probably spend, I hate to say it, I haven't added it up, but I'm going to guess that going out to eat, I probably spend between 30 and 50,000 a year.
Yeah, just
That's quite a bit.
Yeah,
You know,
for
I
sure.
would say that's quite a bit. And I just want my food the way that I order it.
Yeah.
And I understand things happen, but all I care about if something does happen is just fix it. That's it. Just fix it.
Yeah. Well, did you figure out who called the reservation police or?
Well, they're usually there,
Oh,
but it had to be, her and the manager talking before the manager even came out and tried to find out what happened,
yeah. That's
which
what
is really crazy.
that part does like floor me a little bit because I mean, I'm not in those types of situations a lot, but anytime it's over food, like my first instinct isn't to be a call the cops over food. Like
Right.
that's not it should be
I
settled-
wasn't threatening. I
Yeah.
didn't throw food at someone,
Yeah. I've always been like a firm believer, really, in anything, is if you can settle it in house, that is much more preferable, in my opinion, because it just
Mhm.
negates any extra bullshit that happens.
Of course.
So the fact that they brought in police over a fucking burger without a manager even talking to you, it seems to me that nobody really would kind of want to take accountability or really do the full responsibilities of their job.
Well, it almost felt like, too, that with the cops being there, that they were almost rolling their eyes like, why are we here?
Yeah.
This is, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like this is a waste of fucking time. Like you couldn't have figured this out on your own. Like, and you definitely could have.
And I'm there enough. I go through spurts, but I have been there enough. You can ask the dealers at the table, how I treat them, how I tip them, or anyone else
Yeah.
that's there. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I come, they treat me well, I treat them well, we have a good time.
Yeah.
That's what it's supposed to be, but I will never eat there again.
Yeah. I mean, that. I
And
wouldn't
if I
doubt it.
ever do a Yelp review, it will not be a very good one.
Well,
It just won't.
yeah. Well, hopefully, they get some better food options for you there, because that would suck ass, to be honest with you. Not being limited to that,
Yeah.
because I mean, having a restaurant there is nice because you just walk downstairs, upstairs, wherever it's at, and you sit down and have a nice meal. But if you're gonna get shit service and your food's not gonna come out, and then
Then
you
you're
gotta
gonna
pay for
you're
it,
gonna eat pizza.
yeah, and then you gotta eat pizza, which I fucking love pizza, but
I love pizza, but like pizza is offered way too much.
yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. But yeah, I understand your gripe 100% with that. Food, it's not. If it was a super complex order, like a very intricate meal, maybe I could understand. But like the fact that it's just burgers and fries, like anybody can fucking make that at their house.
And I guess what really bothered me the most was knowing that I didn't do anything. And so I was being judged for how I looked.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
was, because, my arm fills out the t-shirt sleeve, little thick sitting there. I have put on some some weight here recently. I'm sitting at about 210.
Well, they just assume you're just some meathead with no
Uh-huh.
fucking control over your temper. Like that's basically what was happening.
Yep. Yeah, that part that really griped me. So that was our experience
Never again.
last night. Yeah, never again. We'll bring our own sandwich or something. Go out in the vet and eat.
Have our own cooler. Sometimes that's not the worst idea, man.
That's not a terrible idea, actually. Let's talk about gun ownership for a minute. I sent a couple of articles. There's the one Florida, and then the Supreme Court one too.
Yeah, it's this one right here.
Florida court says adults under 21 have same gun rights as other adults. In a victory for gun rights activists, a Florida appeals court has ruled that adults under age of 21 have the right to carry a concealed weapon, declaring that a state law restricting them from doing so is a violation of the Second Amendment to the Constitution. And this was unanimous ruling by 3 judges paneled in the 4th District regions. And the Attorney General office did not defend the law because they didn't think the law was any good either.
To be honest, I really don't I don't understand what the purpose of this is. Like, why? So they're saying that people under 21 are allowed to buy guns legally and without issue. They have the same rights to do so.
Yep.
Why why? I don't understand.
Why not?
Well,
why should 18-year-olds be restricted?
I mean, 18 I get, but like a 15-year-old could walk into a fucking.
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay. That's what.
No.
Okay.
It's just 18-year-olds and 21-year-olds are both considered adults.
Yeah.
But you had this middle ground that 18-year-olds who were adults weren't allowed to own a gun.
Okay. All right. I see what they're saying. Because that was a little bit confusing to me. I'm like, so anybody under 21 can get a fucking gun?
18.
Or 18 can get a
18
gun?
and over.
So, yeah. I mean, I guess I understand. Because 3 years, is it really that big of a difference in like your cognitive maturity? And like your responsibility,
Well, as I said, I don't actually care one way or another whether it's 18 or it's 21. I think it should be. My mantra is all the time the same thing. It should be the same across the board.
Mm-hmm.
It should be 18.
Yeah.
18, you're an adult. Okay, 18, you're adult. You're treated as an adult. We want to make it 21. Then it'll be 21. But whatever, make it all for everything, for drinking, the whole 9 yards. I don't see how this is any different than drinking.
Yeah, I don't either. I'm with you on that.
So if an 18-year-old can drink and own a gun, why couldn't they? If they could drink or if they could own a gun at 19 or 20, why shouldn't they be able to drink at 19 or 20?
Yeah.
And if you don't think that's something they should be able to do, well, then you should change the age to 21. But instead, what Democrats want and care more about than anything else is kids tend to be more liberal when they're younger, and they want to get them signed up.
Yeah.
As a liberal.
Yep.
And that's where you have the situation where then they just don't want to give up the votes.
Yeah. No,
but they're not looking out for the best interest of the kids.
Definitely not.
Yeah.
Definitely not. No, I agree with that. I think if it's going to be a certain age, then make it the same age across the board. I've always felt that was weird to have, 18, you're an adult, but you still can't do this. But you can do it at 21, but in between 21 and 8, like that, there's just too much left for the imagination, I guess. Yeah, there's not enough there.
Isn't there another one too that was? Yeah, this was another big one. Supreme Court rules government can't restrict gun rights for casual drug use. Now, this was actually the law that was used to prosecute Hunter Biden.
Mm-hmm.
But the Supreme Court now has said that it's kind of bullshit. That if somebody is drinking, it doesn't mean that they can't own a gun. And in this case, this situation, if you follow it down, was not just that, it was also weed.
I'm surprised that even made an appearance, that we made an appearance in this.
Yeah, see, an added wrinkle in the case is that millions of Americans regularly use marijuana, which is legally available in many states, even as it remains criminalized under federal law. Supreme Court's 6-3 conservative majority often backs gun rights in a major 2022 case that expanded the right to bear arms outside the home. The court set a new test for analyzing the longstanding gun restrictions, setting off a wave of new litigation in lower courts. The lower courts had a strong message that the government cannot criminalize the conduct of large numbers of people by making categorical and unfounded assumptions about whether they are dangerous. I mean, I've seen dangerous alcoholics,
Mm-hmm.
but usually they are alcoholic. They're not going to be that badass. You know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
just not a thing. But I don't know that I've ever seen a somebody dangerous that's smoking weed.
Yeah, like weed is usually like an added thing. Like it's never like the main driver of anything. Like they might be doing something and then they have weed on them for sure. But I've never been like, yeah, this pothead went on a fucking shooting spree. No, the pothead sat on the couch and kept smoking weed.
For sure.
That's what he did.
For sure. So, win one for the weed users and guns.
Yeah. And yeah, I would have to agree. I mean, I don't think I'll have to worry about this specific incident. But you know, if it ever, life's crazy. If it ever comes my way, then I got this to rest on, I guess.
Fall back on this. All right. I think I had a short video too of Adam Carolla that was just cracking me up.
Yeah. I think that's good, Leo. But yeah, I mean, I've seen a lot of people. I've been seeing a lot of. I don't know if it's my algorithm, like just putting shit on based on like what I've interacted with, but I've seen a ton of black people who are having their own podcasts, their own shows, like, or even just providing their own opinion, like saying like basically what he's saying. He's like telling the same people to shut the fuck up. Like one guy was criticizing Whoopi Goldberg on The View because of her recent interview with JD Vance, and I had secondhand embarrassment for Whoopi Goldberg because this was the epitome of people just telling you what to be upset about, but you don't know exactly what to be upset about. And you just, oh, well, it's slavery. Like that's what she dropped. Oh, it's just slavery. And then that's all she could really cite. But the guy like commentating on it, he was like, you know what? Like, this is horrible. Like, as a black man, like, this is not an issue. Like, we are not facing the same problems that we were facing 400 years ago.
Right.
Like, it's not how it is. Like, you're all good. You're all fine. We're okay. Like, it's not happening the way that you're saying it's happening. We're living a much more comfortable life than our ancestors ever could have imagined us to live in. Like, it is not what you're trying to put out there, basically. And, it's kind of echoing what a lot of people have been saying for years. And who knows, maybe people are actually starting to get fucking fed up with hearing the same shit over and over and over and over.
Well, I don't remember, but the other night for the Mercury game was Black Excellence Night. And call me whatever you want to call me for saying this, but I don't ever recall a white excellence night.
Yeah.
And if there was a white excellence night, I'm sure somebody would refer to it as a KKK rally.
Oh, there would be protests outside of whatever building it's going in on or
Mhm.
going on at. Like 100%. I have no doubts about that.
Right, for sure. I just, I, I just don't know why people can't come and enjoy the game. You are welcome. You know, we don't have to like highlight that this group is here or that group's here. Any group can come and be a part of the X factor. That's what they call the crowd. You know, we're the X factor.
Mm-hmm.
Be a part of the X factor, and you can be a member of the X factor. You know, fan club, wave towels. You know, wear shirts, be excited, cheer for your team, and you can just do it. It nobody cares.
Yeah.
Why do we have to?
Keep pandering.
Yeah, just keep pandering, and people are tired of the pandering, really.
Or you should, yeah.
And we just had Major League Baseball being accused of calling out players' Bible messages despite backing BLM in 2020, and they're writing for San Francisco. The players were writing verses under their caps.
I think this is absurd. To be honest, one, the fact that it's so heavily harped on, like I'm not. I've said it multiple times in the show. I'm not a crazy religious person. Like I have my own views and my own journey of it. But the fact that it's such a big deal that they can't put their fucking Bible verses, their faith, what they believe in, what they take pride in, on their hats, not even visible. It's not visible. It's underneath the hats. And it's just the fact that they can't do that, but they have to sit here and they have to go listen and be okay with what is inherently against their faith. 100%.
Yeah.
So I just don't. I'm tired. I'm honestly tired of this. I'm tired of how this is like my biggest issue with the MLB right now is the fact that this is not a very political sport and historically, it really isn't. And the fact that they're dying so hard on this hill, it just says too much about what's going on in the front office of the MLB. Because there's no reason why they should have to harp on this. There's no reason why they should just let them do it, play the fucking game, and then it's done. Sure, you can have your fucking pride stuff. Let them have their Bible stuff. I don't understand why you have to tell them, oh no, sit back and don't do anything, but they can push their propaganda and their agenda right in your face without any pushback whatsoever.
And that's what's been happening multiple times, from the lowest levels in the minor leagues to where there was even a game that was canceled because they didn't want to wear the uniforms.
And that's their fucking
and
right.
Then the ownership had they forfeited the game, and they still had a pride night and invited people.
Great. Well,
to do what at that point? You know what I mean?
Those people aren't going to be playing for you. They're not going to be the ones attending your games every night. They're not going to be paying attention. They're not going to be doing any of this. The only reason that they fucking agree to this is because you're making it about them, and they fucking love attention. That's all that they want is attention. And they will support anybody who is willing to give them that attention. It doesn't matter what you are, who you have to offer. They want it to be about them.
And how well are these groups vetted? After we find out what we found out about the Phoenix Pride,
yeah,
the one that puts on the big parade,
yeah,
and going into bankruptcy, and we did a little digging into what was available.
Yeah.
It seemed a little shady there.
Yeah, it definitely is shady. The whole it's all just a big sham. Maybe they're a little bit smarter than us in that regard of just playing the public, playing the audience, and basically getting everybody just give them money and feel bad for them all the time.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what we should start doing is feel bad for us, and because you feel bad for us, give us money. Fuck it. Why not?
Just come to the game.
Yeah.
You want to be inclusive? come to the game
Yeah.
and be a fan of that team.
Yeah.
That's how you are exclusive
Yeah. It's like
or
it's
inclusive.
yeah, absolutely. Well, yeah. And the like just being a part of the fans, like being in the stadium, like that's just all it requires is to be inclusive because you're not when I go to a sporting event, a baseball game, football game, I'm not like, oh, where's the black people at? Where's the gays at? Where's the Mexicans? No, I'm like, look at all these people that turned out. Hey, Leo.
Yeah. All right. So that's what we had for that story. Was there another one related to that? Didn't
Yeah.
I cover it just a little bit?
I mean, that's basically yeah. Josh Hawley wrote a letter to them, basically just echoing the same sentiments that we had. Like, why do you have to force this down our throat? But why are why do we have to sit back and take it? That's basically
Yeah.
what it is.
And
But
that was, yeah, kind of the response. None of the players got penalized, but it doesn't really say how they're going to handle it next time, right?
well, they should handle it by just not fucking having a pride night. The thing is, if you wanna wear your gay pride jersey to the game, I'm okay with that. I'm not, I'm not gonna be 100% happy with it, but I'm not gonna sit there and harp on that and focus on that. I'm there to watch sports. I'm there to have a
Mhm.
good time. I'm not gonna let a fucking rainbow flag just like liberals do let one little thing ruin my entire experience, my entire day,
No,
my year.
and here's the thing, you know, they do these other ethnicity nights as well. And being where we are in Arizona, they do more like an Indian themed night and where there might be some dancing and stuff like that. It doesn't have to be, oh, a nice, it can just be Indian dancers.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
you
As
just
the
have them
entertainment,
there.
you just
Yeah,
have them there.
yeah.
It doesn't have to be,
It's when you start putting others on pedestals. That's where it's the issue. Because then it's like, are we equal or are they better than us today?
right.
That's pretty much how I interpret it. And people will look at it as being ignorant, this and that, but that's not the case. Like sports is meant to unite, not divide. Let's keep politics out of sports. That's been one of my mantras for a long time. It's enough. Politics is everywhere. Let me have sports without the
Yeah,
bullshit.
I think so. All right. We did the Adam Carolla thing. That was
Yeah, I think that's really it for all the stories that we have. Not a whole lot going on. I
good.
mean, Trump, they're supposed
Yeah.
to sign that deal today. I don't know.
Are we? Are we?
They're supposed to. I haven't heard anything about it. They're supposed to sign the deal with Iran, but
I thought he wasn't going now.
oh, he's not going now. I didn't hear about that. Awesome. So we're not. There it is. The writing was on the wall. There's too much. Here. Oh, maybe he did. Let's click on one of these real quick. See if what we can get out of it. Because I haven't heard. I've heard too much speculation from each side. Oh, fuck you, Washington Post. We don't want to pay you a goddamn dime. Okay, so they did, but
Well, Trump signed it on Thursday night.
okay.
He signed his thing, but then Vance was supposed to go, or Wednesday night he signed it,
Yeah.
and then Vance was supposed to head over there for a meeting of the two sides, and that seems like that's not happening. And honestly, I made a post on my Facebook. Let me say this: I didn't vote for this. Let me tell you what I did vote for. I didn't vote for no wars. I voted for, if we have to go to war, that I want to win that war. My whole adult life, the United States has not been in a winnable war, or they haven't tried to win the war. And it ended during World War II. Because what you need to do in war is you need to crush the other side. Just crush them. And what did we do to Japan? We dropped 2 fucking bombs on them.
Yeah.
2. And some people today regret doing that. But if we hadn't done that, I think somewhere I've heard numbers like 60,000, it would have been a huge number of Americans would have died.
Yeah.
That it saved lives, our lives.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, that's what it comes down to.
That is what it comes down to. We don't fight to win anymore. I don't want, Mr. President, I don't want a prolonged war in Afghanistan where we didn't win anything. We didn't win anything. After all that good we tried to do and hundreds of billions of dollars we spent, what did we get? What did we get with Iran? So I'm ready for real war. I'm ready to win. And I'm ready to back my president to win. And even though I'm, upset at the president over this, I'm not abandoning the president because I think you liberal lunatics are so much fucking worse. That's why. So I'm not abandoning the president. I just want him to do for us what he knows he should do. He knows the right way to handle this. And these Republicans who have been caterwauling in the background about this deal and it not being, good enough. Well, you know why? Because of you motherfuckers. Because you haven't had his back in the Senate. You haven't had his back in the House. You haven't been defending him. This guy's standing out there all alone trying to protect America. And that's just garbage.
He's on an island by himself right now.
Yeah, he very much is.
Fortunately so. But
yeah,
all we can do is move forward from here. I'm not 100% thrilled with the fact that I don't like this deal at all.
Me neither.
We don't get anything out of it, and I don't like the fact that we even got to this point where we had to sign a deal with them. So we'll see how it is moving forward.
Yeah. All right, that's what we got for Friday. Wish everybody to have a good weekend. We're gonna try. Lots of good things going on, and we'll share about it on Monday. This is the Outlaw Apostle Podcast. I'm your host, Troy Neff. I'm the fucking guy.
Who knew I would make it this far? They hated, they never believed me. Yeah, I would never drop the ball. I know I make it look easy. Yeah, Mayweather with the defense. I don't care what a critic got to say. I got them picking up the pieces. That to me, you really playing with your life. I'm about to come and run it all back. I'm the new era, about to snap back. You ain't fitting.